Yes, what's up everybody? It is Populona here, coming to you with another video. Long time no see, honey, long time no see. Okay, so listen, I'm gonna try to have some type of energy coming on here. I don't know why my energy is so low right now. It's probably because of what I'm about to talk about. I don't know, every time I'm about to talk about this, like I get like really frustrated because it's so much. I don't know, I just get so fucking irritated. I'm also, also it's that time of month for me right now. So it's like, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh my gosh. Y'all know I normally ghost. I don't even know what to say on here. Y'all, this specific video that I'm about to make right now, I've literally tried to do this at least, I'd probably say 5 or 6 times. Like I've tried to record this video 5 or 6 times. I even got through recording like 2 of them, and then I went to go video edit them, and it was like, oh my gosh, like I was hysterical watching it. And then like I was all over the place in the video, which understandably because of like what it's about, but it was just like my ADHD that I'm diagnosing myself to have. Sorry, that's not funny, but I'm serious. Like I was just everywhere, like my mind was bouncing this way, that way, and I didn't have my thoughts grounded, which that's just normally how I am anyways, but it was like times 10, and I was just like, okay. All right, but like, I don't know. I had to pray before I came on here. Had to talk to God, you know what I'm saying? Talk to my spirit guides, my angels, my ancestors, everybody. I had to talk to the whole spiritual team. And it's crazy because when I was video editing, everything was fine. And then I was just like, no, like, oh my God, like maybe I'm not ready to tell all of this yet. Because it was so long. The video was like 45 minutes and I was just watching it. And it made me feel, I don't even want to say it made me feel vulnerable. It made me feel vulnerable in a good way because I love speaking my truth. That's one thing about me. I'm going to always speak my truth. You know what I'm saying? I love being a light for others. I love letting people know like, hey, this happened to me and like I'm getting through it. You can get through it too. Sharing my experiences to a certain extent because y'all also know I'm very private. You know what I'm saying? But it was just a lot. And I don't know, I was talking to them and I was just like, okay, do I need to re-record this? And we came to a conclusion that maybe. I swear y'all don't understand, God be talking to me. And God was just telling me, that video was for you, like so that you could speak up, get things out in a safe place, and then kind of collect your thoughts, see what you want to talk about and touch on without bearing too much of yourself to where it drains you. Every time I talk about what I'm about to talk about, I get physically nauseous. So I'm gonna try to keep this video as short as possible. I really don't even have to report to anybody to tell anybody this. It's just more so I feel like me speaking up, especially having a platform and just letting other people know like, hey, this happened to me. I am working through it. If I get emotional, I apologize. I don't know. This video is not for sympathy, y'all. I've been dealing with this since 2019. I don't need nobody's sympathy. I don't need no sympathy. I don't need it. This video is more so to let people know, especially since it just seems like I keep finding out about more people that go through this, especially my people in the military. I'm not trying to exempt anybody else or exclude anyone else. Male, female, doesn't matter. Civilian, military, it doesn't matter. But it's just like every time I shy away from making this video, or every time I'm like, you know what, I'm just not going to talk about it. It's like I keep running into more people that have gone through the same thing as me, whether they're in the Air Force, the Coast Guard, it don't matter. Whether they're on the outside, inside, it don't matter. It's like people keep coming to me with their stories, and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm like, God, is this a sign that I need to pop out? So I don't know, like, I don't know. Whew. Okay. All right, I'm gonna just keep it short and sweet. I don't want anyone to get offended by how I talk about things. I naturally disassociate myself from different topics. It's naturally what I do. So if I seem a little bit more aloof than what people would like, I mean, I don't give a fuck, for real. Because everybody reacts differently, but what I'm trying to say is like, I don't want to offend nobody with how I talk about things. It's just naturally how I am. I crack jokes. I talk about things in a certain manner. Try not to get offended. Okay, like try not to get offended. But anyway, so y'all, what the real tea is, right? And I'm trying to see if I want to leave the comments open, not necessarily for me, but to kind of protect other people, just in case if people start talking about this in the comments. You know, people are rude, people are mean, but I'm gonna try to see, because I kind of want to leave it open to kind of see if you guys have any suggestions with videos in regards to the topic that I'm going to bring up that I've been having a hard time talking about thus far on this video, because I have not gotten to it yet. But I just kind of want to open the floor. So, all right, give me a second. Point blank period, I've been gone. I know I've been ghosting as I normally do, but this time was a little bit different. So y'all, I just been going through a lot in life, you know. I'm doing much better now. I'm going to therapy for everything that I've been through. I might get a little bit emotional, but it's more so emotions. Oh my gosh. I thought, let me tell y'all something. I thought because I'm tired and, you know, I kind of drained myself, I was gonna get on here and be chill, but I see like it's just coming out, so I'm gonna just let it flow. But like, these are more so like my emotions. I'm like, I'm just thankful. Like, y'all don't understand, like, the way God blesses me and the way God gets me through the things that I've been through. Like, I'm just so thankful for God. Like, y'all don't even understand. I know not everybody believes in God, and that's fine. But what I'm saying is, I believe in God. I've experienced God, and God has helped me get through so many things in my life. Like, without my faith, I really don't know where I would be. I don't think people understand the trauma that I've been through, the thoughts that I've had, the things, like, especially on my deployment that I had, with everything I was going through. Like, I'm just so thankful. Like, these are not sad tears, these are happy tears, because without my faith, I just don't know where I would be. And 111 was just on the clock, okay, y'all? I'm not gonna make this video long because, like I said, I don't want to overwhelm myself, but I just want to give thanks to those that have been a light in my life. I know I've been doing a lot of readings for people. I've been doing a lot, putting out a lot for people to make their day, help with healing them. But I just want to say thank y'all so much for the kind words that y'all send me on my DMs, just everything. Like, I recently just did a little mini shout out on my Instagram story to people, because y'all just even asking how I was doing, because I'm naturally, like, me personally, and I'm gonna talk myself up, I am a very strong individual. I love helping people, I love laughing, and it can easily be mistaken that, you know, I got it all together. And in some cases, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I'm sad. But I still go through stuff too. And you know, sometimes people like myself, I ain't gonna say they get thrown to the wayside, but a lot of people forget that people like me have emotions, or that, you know, we fight our battles too. Yes, we carry our trauma well. Yes, we carry it well, but we go through things as well. And I just want to say thank you to those that have, you know, been in my corner, my closest friends, my family members, my, like, people at work, like, the people online. Like, a lot of y'all have been such a light, and I just want to say thank you. So real quick, because I'm kind of all over the place again, y'all just don't understand how good God is. Like, God just blesses me every single day. Like, oh my God, God just blesses me. So anyway, back in 2019, and I'm not going to get into too many details, but if y'all remember back in 2019, y'all know I kind of always ghosted on social media, as we know. But if you go kind of back to where I was doing like the Vlogmas, remember when I was running the Christmas tree outfit around that time, let me tell y'all something. That was a trauma response. Now I am naturally somebody who is creative, right? I'm naturally someone who is creative. I like to create things. I like to throw myself into my passions. Naturally, but also especially when I'm going through something. Like, I don't know if anyone's like that, but after breakups, after some type of traumatic event, the main thing that helps me to heal myself, and the main thing that helps me get through it, is throwing myself in my passions. I don't know, like, true alchemy right there, like true alchemist. I'm real big on like transmutation. I don't know, like, that's how I transmute negative energy. Like, I put all that fuel, whatever it is, whether it's anger, sadness, whatever it is, I fuel it towards my passions, which could be a good thing, but also could be a bad thing if you're not, you know, expressing your emotions, or you're still bottling up stuff and harboring things. So anyway, around that time, as y'all seen, I was making a lot of videos, if anyone knows around the time that I'm talking about. And y'all also know that that's when I talked about me PCSing, right? And if anyone knows my rank, and if anyone is familiar with the military, they know, like, for someone, what was I, like an A1C, because I'm a senior airman, for A1C to get to a base and then just PCS in a year, it's like, How did you PCS that fast? Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. So like, just to make a long story short, so in the military, I don't know if anyone knows this, and the only reason why I'm sharing this information, which I hope no one uses it and takes advantage of the system. If you do, just know God is watching. And honey, I'm putting it out there. I'm not trying to put negativity out there, but I'm just saying, like, if you abuse the system in ways that are not right, you get what I'm saying? If you just abuse the system, period, bad things will happen. Karma is a thing. So anyway, I'm sorry, Lord, because I want to tell this information so that I can help somebody, but I do know people do have ill intentions. So anyway, in the military, if you are sexually assaulted or if you are raped and you report it, whether it's unrestricted or restricted, I didn't know this until halfway into the process, but they give you options to leave the base. Now, and I'm trying to see how far I want to go into this right now without overwhelming myself. So obviously y'all can put 2 and 2 together. Like, very traumatic experience for me. I don't want to talk about it right now. Okay, so obviously you guys can put 2 and 2 together. And yeah. So that happened, and the incident for me happened in 2019 on September 22nd. And ever since then, you know, thinking that, oh my gosh. Basically ever since then, it's been crazy. You would never know, because like, you would never know. And I don't say that because I want people, like I said before, to be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that happened to you, girl. No, I don't care about none of that. Like, thank you, but no, it's more so just, it's just really crazy how you just never know what people are going through. Like, nobody understands how traumatic this experience was for me. Like, nobody understands, like, going to a new base, trying to start fresh, like, the way my body reacted after the situation. Like, there's certain things I just can't do anymore, where my mind was going, like, how I was feeling about myself, like, the fear that came with it, the PTSD, the trauma, like. And then once I got to my new base, because you would think, like, and I know I'm all over the place, y'all, just stick with me, okay? But you know, some people are like, well, you got to get to a new base, like, didn't that change things for you? And it can in certain aspects, because you do go to a new environment, but I didn't tell y'all. But the thing about it is, in my case scenario, this shit got so real, as it fucking should. Like, my situation, it wasn't just me reporting it. This went to trial. So y'all don't know, like I said, this happened in September of 2019, but we just had the trial this year in 2021. This is freaking crazy. We just had the trial in March, kind of February going into March. That's crazy. So that whole time you got to think about, I can't even put it into words. I'm really trying to, like, bring myself to talk about it, but it's not words that can explain how hard it was carrying that burden, because, like, you're trying to heal from a situation, you're trying to start over in a new environment, and I'm like, oh my goodness, not with the snot, girl. Like, no one understands, okay? Just no one can understand. Oh wow. It's not words that can even explain how I felt trying to start over and trying to start fresh, but having to be reminded of everything every day because I got attorneys calling me. I gotta talk to the prosecution team. I'm constantly traveling because I got hearings. I gotta go back over here. Like, there was so much traveling that was happening. Then I had that deployment, which, oh my goodness, it was a blessing and a curse. I probably shouldn't have been on that deployment, as you know, everybody has been saying, leadership and everything. That's a whole other story that I cannot talk about right now, because it'll just be too much for the video, honey. It's too much. But it was just so much. Like, it was so much, like, having to answer to people, not wanting people in your business. Then you got people asking questions. They wondering why you so distant. I'm naturally an introvert, but you know, like, that situation was so traumatic for me that I'm, like, more introverted than usual in regards to, like, some of the interactions that I have. So then you got people wondering, like, how did you get to this base if you're a senior airman, or if you're an airman or an A1C, and, like, how did you get here? It's just, like, constant asking fucking questions, and it's like you want everybody to stay the fuck back. You don't want to be rude because you just got to the base, but you want people to shut up and leave you alone. So it's like you end up oversharing, and then after you overshare, so that you can like kind of get people to leave you alone because they keep asking questions and they're not getting a hint. It's like you feel vulnerable, and then you go in the corner, you crying. It was just a lot. Like, I can't even explain to you how this shit was. Every day, every day, every day, every day, it felt like someone was taking my situation and my trauma and like just suffocating me every day. Every day, bro. It was like every day. Oh my God. And like I said, like I'm talking about it now because I'm freeing myself of the situation, because like I said, the trial just happened in March. We will talk about certain things after. It was very traumatic. The trial was traumatic. It was traumatic, honey. Like I had to, I don't even know if I could talk about that on here. The trial was traumatic. I was on the stand. You would have thought I did, let me tell you something. You would have thought I raped or sexually assaulted him, but that's a whole nother thing. I was on the stand probably like from 6 in the morning to 6 p.m. It was terrible. It was just a lot, bro. Okay, I'm sorry because I'm starting to get overwhelmed. Okay, I will come, I don't know. Because I'm like this close to going into the trial. I'm like this close to going into, I'm not ready to talk about details, but I'm almost this close to going into like what the charges were gonna be, like my experience, all that stuff. But that's really not the point of this video right now. The point of this video was one to let y'all know like I was gone for a while. Like I said, I don't have to report to anybody. It's more so to let somebody know like, hey, I hate to say like, hey, me too. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but you know, but I don't know. Like, I'm just every day, I'm telling y'all, I just keep hearing these stories. Like, it's people that's close to me that randomly come out with it. It's people that's not so close to me, strangers coming up to me in the store, because people always tell me their life story. It's like I keep running into people that have been through this, people that I'm reading for. They're coming out with certain stories after, you know, like in our little testimony or like when we talk about how the reading went. It's like they end up breaking down about what's been going on with them, and it's similar to my situation. I'm like, God, is this you trying to push me to talk about it? Because I always said I was gonna come on here and talk about it once I got through it. Possibly, like I said, not necessarily for empathy, but more so to be a light to somebody else. Because maybe if people see me use my voice and see that I was brave enough to go to trial, I don't know, I just be feeling like maybe if someone sees that I was brave enough to kind of go up and speak out, because those trials are hard, bro. Like, you have to have hardcore evidence to literally get them convicted. You know what I'm saying? Like, it does take a lot, and it can be very draining, which we'll talk about in another video. I don't want to overwhelm myself because I'm already getting overwhelmed. But I just want to let people know, like I said, like, it happened to me. It was very traumatic. I am healing from it. I'm going to therapy. If anyone is not sure of the resources that they have, because there's a lot of things I didn't know. I didn't know that I was going to have an opportunity to go to a new base. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know about all the resources that came afterwards. I also want to speak up to somebody. If you are anything like me, listen, that happened in 2019. I did not start going to therapy until this year of 2021. And really, actually, I take that back. It might have been a little bit in 2020, starting in December, I think. But I didn't start going to therapy until after that deployment. That deployment broke me down so crazy mentally, because like not only was I doing everything deployment wise, and that was my first deployment. I mean, the crew and everything was fabulous. Like, everybody else was fabulous. They wouldn't have even known. I know when they found out half the stuff they found out, they were so shocked. They were like, oh my God, because I would come in smiling every day, trying to keep a happy face. But like behind closed doors, I was dying, literally. As low as I was getting, like I keep saying it, like there was a good possibility they was not gonna get me back. Like, they was gonna lose a troop. I swear, like, I just be thanking God for my faith, because having to get those phone calls and every day being reminded, because we were approaching the trial, like I think that was around what, like November, September time frame, and September was when the event happened, what, like a year or two prior. It was so much fucking happening. I'm talking so much. I'm sorry, y'all. It was just so much fucking happening, and like talking to the attorney, talking to everybody, dealing with this, dealing with that, trying to deal with this, trying to deal with that. And then the environment that I'm in, I'm overseas. Y'all don't even know where I was at. It was too much. then the COVID stuff on top of everything that's happening military-wise, it was too much. It was too much. It was too much. And all I'm gonna say is I just thank God for my faith, because where my mind was going, it was scaring me, bro. My mind, I don't know, my mind was going to weird places. I was having very much so intrusive thoughts, and I was just like, what the fuck? But basically, that's when I kind of came out and I started doing my tarot activities. It's like I get so low, and that might be the Scorpio on my chart. When I get low, I sit there for a minute, and then I just bust out like the phoenix, and I think about how can I channel this? Where can I put this energy so that I can transmute it? That's when I started doing the tarot readings, even though I already wanted to do it, but it was like, bitch, you need to get on to something, because this is literally like about to take your life, literally, if you don't just put your focus somewhere else. So I started those tarot readings. So y'all know when I was on my deployment, that's what I was doing. And now look at me doing this shit. Like, oh my God, making a lot of money off of it too, and healing people. It's a passion of mine. But anyway, that happened. And not just that, but it got so freaking crazy that was like an eye-opener for me to actually go get therapy. I should have probably been got therapy, but I am so good at going through stuff and just rolling with the punches. I'm like, oh shit, that just tripped me, clipped me. Okay, boom, I just fell on the ground, but I'm gonna get back up and keep going. I did it all the time. And it's never, I mean, I've gotten low. You know, I might have lost a leg or two, but I still have my arms to kind of, you know, pull myself. No. That deployment, I don't know what happened, but honey, they took everything from me, and I was like, oh, I need help. And it's like, without that deployment, I probably would have never started my tarot readings. I probably would have been procrastinating on that. It would have been a lot of procrastination towards my calling, which I feel like is something spiritual, of course, with the collective and like in the public eye, whatever. But then also just with my healing, what I needed to focus on, me going to see a therapist. And now, as crazy as things were, you know, that's why I'm just thankful, because now I'm going to therapy. That's why I'm on here talking about this now, because I feel more grounded. As y'all see, I've been posting more, feeling myself. For a long time, I wasn't comfortable with myself. I wasn't comfortable with my body. I just didn't, I don't know, like I just felt like I didn't want nobody looking at me. I'm just like, don't touch me, don't look at me, don't nothing. And I'm not saying you gotta show your body to feel comfortable, but I just wanted to be myself. I naturally was okay with showing my body. I have hella tattoos on my body, hella money's worth of tattoos. Of course I'm gonna show my body. I done already had my body done once, now twice. Of course I'm gonna show my body. That naturally, for me, or even if I don't wanna show my body, I just like to do what I want. And it's like, that situation was really fucking with me. Like, even after the trial, because so much stuff was brought back to the surface, I don't know why, but that's a whole nother thing for a whole nother video. But like things that I naturally like to do, like massages, y'all know I always go to the spa. It's like now I can't even do some of that stuff. I get nauseous. Or like even getting a vajacial, not even trying to be funny or like trying to be TMI. It's like certain stuff I'm noticing, like I cringe up, I get very like nauseous. In public, I can like literally space out and disassociate myself and be like, damn, like what the fuck is going on? I mean, I'm getting better with that, because like I said, I'm going to therapy and I'm working through. But it was just like, anything that starts to take away from who I am authentically, that shit is a threat, okay? That shit, it has no space here, because me being authentic, me being myself, whether it's eccentric, weird, quirky, who, whatever it is, loud, obnoxious, I don't care what it is to who, but me being my authentic self, me being in my truth, me being able to be in my essence, that root chakra energy, feeling stable, feeling safe. If anything disrupts that, if anything disrupts my peace, it has to go. And that's why, like, I don't know, I just want to thank God, because like there's so many things that happened that at the time it seemed so dismantling, and it was. But it was so that God could push me in certain directions so that I can better myself and get to my healing. I don't know. And that's kind of what helped me heal in this situation, which I'll try to talk about in a different video, because I don't want this to be too long. So, moral of the story, things happen. It almost took me down, but it didn't, honey. And I'm just blessed, you know. But I just want to let y'all know that's kind of what's been going on. That's why I've been gone. I've just been trying to get myself together, because I am about to come back to YouTube. As y'all see, I've been posting on here, but that's kind of the things that's been going on. Been dealing with that for a long time, trying to go to therapy, getting myself together. You know, I'm trying to let my mental and my inside match what's going on the outside. Like, I'm blessed. I have a very nice ass apartment. Money has been flowing in. I got a new car. Like, all the material stuff is there, but it's like, y'all know what Lauryn Hill said, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, y'all know what Lauryn Hill said, like, how you gonna win if you ain't right within? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna really win if you're not right on the inside? And that's kind of where I'm at. And I just prayed, I said, God, I just want everything else to match what's going on the outside. And it's starting to. And that's why I'm blessed. So, like I said, this was just a video to kind of let y'all know where I've been. I did get another BBL, as y'all see, because you know life still goes on, honey. That's one thing about me. P is gonna make life gonna go. Life gonna always go, okay? I might trip a little bit, but I'm gonna get the fuck back up and do what I said I wanted to do. And I'm gonna always do what I want to do authentically, because that's what we do. Yeah, I just want to let y'all know where I've been, what's been going on, and I'm breathing heavy. Because that was a lot, honey, and thank you, Lord, okay, because I finally got it out. I was having a hard time. Y'all don't understand how many times I recorded this video. There's so many other clips in this camera right now where I try to talk about this, and it's just so freaking crazy. So I'm gonna just start small. I don't even know how long this is gonna be. This is probably still gonna be 30 minutes. So, ooh, my bad. So real quick, mainly what I'm gonna be focused on for the channel is like my tarot readings. Like, I can't wait to bring my tarot readings to the channel. One, I love doing them. Two, they're very easy to edit. I hate editing. That's why I just redid this video. I'm like, yeah, I couldn't edit the other stuff. I'm like, I don't have time to do this. Like, I just don't have the mental capacity to edit that video. But yeah, I'm just gonna focus on my tarot videos, possibly bring some vlogs to the channel. I really do want to talk about my BBL, so, you know, take questions for that. I do have something on my community tab where I kind of ask like what people want to know. I've been getting a lot of feedback on Instagram because I have been very active on Instagram, and I've been asking my followers like what you guys want to know in regards to my BBL and things like that. Whew. But honestly, like, even in regards to this situation, if anyone has questions, more so about my process, maybe how I felt during the trial, possible advice, and mainly what I want to focus on is just more so how to heal. Like, with some people, and I know everybody's going to be at a different part of this journey, I personally have I don't want to focus on the individual, like the individual that did what they did. I don't even want to focus on that okay, because God's going to take care of that. I'm more so focusing on myself and my healing. I'm going with the divine plan. I know God's going to work that out over there. That's none of my business. My focus is more so on my healing and what can I do to get myself together to make sure that I'm okay. That's how I trust God. I trust that God's going to move and groove and do things the way that God needs to do things, okay? There's a reason for everything. That's literally how I feel. So more so I want to focus on like how I healed and possibly give advice if anyone's, you know, interested in that, or basically how I'm healing. And kind of like, you know, just some tips, or maybe just, I don't know. Just let me know. Y'all know I'm struggling right now, but you know what I'm trying to say. Thank you guys so much. Like, y'all been such a light. I really do appreciate you guys. I appreciate your support. And you know, for those that really fuck with me, you know, keep me lifted up in prayer. And for those that don't, we don't need ya. We don't need y'all. Sorry. See what I'm saying? I'm always gonna crack me a joke, girl. I'm always gonna crack me a joke. There's possibly gonna be people that's gonna say some ignorant shit in the comments. I might turn the comments off, I don't know. Or I might keep them up so y'all can eat them alive, you know. Whatever, you know. Y'all let me know what y'all wanna do. You let me know what you feeling, okay? But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be posting videos. Please go look on my community tab to vote for the tarot videos, because that's mainly what I wanna bring to this channel. Along with some other things. So yeah, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and again, I'm gonna keep you guys uplifted in prayer, and please do the same for me. So yeah.